creative people, welcome back to another episode of Busy Beader. If you don't know me already, my name is Caitlin, and I am so glad that you're here with us today because here at Busy Beader, we make fun, simple, beautiful, and easy crafts to unlock your creativity in just a short amount of time. And today, we are embracing our more funky, groovy, 70s, swirly vibes. I put out a poll on the community tab a little while ago asking what you all wanted to see in this new year, and the highest voted response was funky jewelry. So today I'm going to give you a little taste of some funky jewelry, and we're going to keep doing fun and unique things all year round. So today we are making a swirly choker necklace. That is the best descriptor that I could come up with because the actual title is really long. It's a seed bead wire chain swirl choker, and that's too many words. So we're gonna stick with funky swirl choker. And in order to make this fun craft today, we need supplies, which you can get through my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. And they are now offering a special discount code to my viewers, and that code's gonna be right here. And it's also gonna be in the description box below, right next to a link to their website. That is the code that you're going to apply at checkout for $5 off your purchase. So be sure to take advantage of that. It's a little thank you for being one of my viewers and checking out my sponsor's website. And before we get started, one last thing. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love getting comments from you guys, getting able to create that crafting community here together. And when you subscribe, you get to hang out with me all the time. So, all right, let's jump into our fun, funky, swirly seed bead choker today. Step 1. The first thing we have to do is gather our supplies and materials. Today you need 2 sets of pliers, a set of clippers, some chain. I've already cut about 18 inches off of my big spool of chain here, but you can make your necklace however long or short you like. Then you're going to need a clasp, some jump rings, and I grabbed a chain extender since I think I'm probably going to give this away to somebody. I want them to have a little bit of wiggle room on how tight or loose they want this necklace. Then you're going to need some wire. I've chosen this 22 gauge silver wire. And then some seed beads. I kind of went with a cool theme colors. I haven't really decided if I'm going to use this green or not. I think I might end up sticking to just the blue, the purple, and the silver, but who knows? Once I get in there, I might change my mind about it. You know me, I'm always rolling with it. So once you've gathered all of your supplies and materials, meet me back here and let's get started. Step 2. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is actually what we generally do last on necklace projects, but the very first thing we're gonna do is connect our clasps. So I'm going to grab a little jump ring here. We are going to open that jump ring up. We're going to slide on our clasp and then slide it onto our chain end. And we're gonna go ahead and give that a close. And you'll see why we're doing it this way in just a minute here. Then we're going to grab our other jump ring. We're going to open that baby up. We're going to slide on our chain extender. And then we're gonna go to the other end of our chain that we have cut here and slip that through. And then we're going to close. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is find the end of our wire here. Here it is. We're going to pull out just a little bit. You're not going to take it off of the spool yet though. And we're going to come to the end of this wire and we are going to make a loop. So you're going to make a loop by bending it around our round nose pliers. I'm going to pop that back out. We're going to open our loop and we're going to connect our loop to our jump ring here. And then we are going to close our loop. All right, now since we want our seed beads to be like loopy and funky, what we're going to do is slide our chain alongside our wire here. And we're gonna go until we find the end. And then we're gonna keep going because we need extra room to make the wire loopy. So I'm gonna go about double our necklace length. You probably don't need that much, but I'm giving myself extra, that way I don't run out. And we're gonna go ahead and clip that. Then you can set our chain off to the side. Now, what is going to make your project a little easier is if you find a way to anchor your clasp down to something and keep it down. A very easy, simple way to do this is just with some tape. But if you have a clip or a clamp, anything like that, you can use that as well. So I'm actually going to use this clamp that I've got, and I'm just going to grab a hold of my clasp, and that allows me to not have to worry about that end flying around or anything anywhere. Step 3. So what we're gonna do is find the end of our wire here, and we are going to put some seed beads on. I think I'm gonna start with some silver seed beads. So I'm just going to get a good couple inches worth of seed beads onto my wire here. All right, and now that I have my beads on my wire here, what you're going to want to do, you want to see where the beads land on your chain, and you want to go to about half of that. You can also pick, if you want your loops to be really loopy, you're going to go only a quarter. If you want them to, it just kind of depends on the depth you want your loop. If you do them at the exact same area where it ends, it's not going to loop very much. So for this first one, I'm going to show you what it looks like to go about halfway. So I'm going to go into one of these little areas on our chain here, and I'm going to pull that wire through. Whoop. And you might have to straighten as you go and get the wire to do what you want it to do. But see here how we've made a little loop with our seed beads. So now I am going to go through and I'm going to place more seed beads onto my wire, and I'm going to do a couple of these loops to kind of show you what it's going to be like. This is a project that is a labor of love, so it is going to take you some time. I recommend putting on a TV show or some music and just beading away. If you're wanting something very uniform, you're probably going to want to count out exactly how many seed beads you're using and do the exact same distance. I'm not looking for anything uniform with this project. So I'm just gonna put as many seed beads on the chain as my heart desires, and then I'm gonna go through. I want this next loop, it's obviously less seed beads, so the loop is going to be shorter, but I also don't want the loop to be as dramatic. So I'm just gonna go through this one right here, and I'm gonna pull this chain through. See, this is where having the clamp holding your end of your chain down is really helpful. And like I said, just be patient, take your time with it, and you're gonna wanna pull tight. And the nice thing about the wire, as opposed to, you could also do this project with AccuFlex, or you could do it even with Fireline. But the thing that I like about the wire is that you can shape the loops too. So you can make them exactly as uniform or as funky as you want them to be. So what you're gonna continue to do is place seed beads along your wire, pick a spot on your chain, thread the wire through your chain, and make these little seed bead loops. So once you have finished all of your loopies and got to the end of your chain, meet me back here and I will show you how to finish. Step 4. All right, once you have your entire necklace all seed beaded, what you're gonna wanna do is make sure that there are no gaps in your wire. So bend your wire the way that you want it, push the beads around. You don't want it so tight that it can't move at all, but you do want to make sure that you don't have any major gaps once you're done. That way it doesn't look unfinished. Once you've done that, what we're going to do is end it by putting the wire through the last little loop on your chain. And we're going to come through with our clippers and leave ourselves enough room on our wire to make a loop, and maybe give yourself a little bit of extra, and you're going to clip that off. And then you're going to come over here with your round nose pliers, and we're going to move our wire around and make the start of a loop. And then now we can go back through and we can cut off the rest of our wire and finish our loop. I like to do it this way because it just gives me a little extra security in case I cut off too much in the beginning. If you're more confident than I am, then go for it, but this is just a nice, safe way to do it. Otherwise, you gotta start the whole project over again. And it looks a little funky here, but it looks way cooler on, so I will show you what that looks like, but you are all finished with our funky, swirly seed bead necklace. And just like that, you have a fun, funky piece of jewelry. I'm wearing this as a choker, but you could absolutely wear it longer. The nice part about using the wire is that it makes sure that the swirls always stay in their proper arcs, so to speak, but I'm showing it to you as this is how it looks as a choker. I think that that's pretty fun, but you could make a longer one and just move the wire so that it lies flat against the chest. But there it is. I hope you had so much fun getting to make this with me today. If you did, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That way you get to hang out with us all the time and be a part of a growing crafting community that we're creating together. And don't forget to take advantage of that discount code from my sponsor down below in the description box and take a peruse. Fire Mountain Gems and Beads has so many amazing things, and you can really do anything your heart desires in the crafting world with them. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a very groovy, fun week, and I will see you in the next one.